When it comes to your personal finance, you want to make sure you're protected against identity theft, which, when it happens, can be devastating to your wallet and to your mental well-being. Fortunately, there's a lot you can do to be proactive here. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to answer some of the top questions about identity theft, and I'll share solutions and stress reducers for you to implement if it happens to you. Let's get into it. Identity theft is a form of fraud. It's when someone steals your information, like your social security number, and essentially assumes your identity for the purposes of accessing money. It can happen if your wallet gets stolen or if someone takes your mail. It can also happen when you receive a sketchy phone call or a phishing email and accidentally give your information to an identity theft scammer willingly. The internet and social media make identity fraud much easier to commit. There are lots of ways you can make it harder for a thief to claim your identity. You want to keep an eye on your finances, so your savings and checking accounts, your credit card statements, and your credit report. You're looking for any unauthorized charges or withdrawals or any unusual activity. You should also make sure your digital presence is as secure as possible. You can set up two-factor authentication on any accounts you have to become even more private. Check the privacy or security settings on your account, and there should be an option to set this up. Also, don't reuse your passwords. If a thief does access one of your accounts, they may try using that same password for other accounts. There are also online tools that can help you protect yourself from identity theft, like Discover's monitoring services that you can activate for free if you're a card member. Once you sign up for the service, you get 3 different types of alerts. 1, they'll notify you if your social security number is found on any of thousands of dark websites, which are hidden areas of the internet where stolen social security numbers can be traded or sold for the purposes of identity theft and fraud. 2, they'll monitor your Experian credit report every day and alert you when someone pulls your credit, so you can recognize possible fraud. In most cases, you'll probably recognize any new inquiry as something that you yourself authorized. But if you didn't, well, then you may have caught an identity thief in the act. 3, by monitoring your Experian credit report daily, Discover will also alert you when new credit cards, mortgages, car loans, or other credit accounts are listed in your name. And don't worry, if you're confused by any of the alerts you get, Discover has a team of fraud specialists that can help you make sense of it and determine next steps. You should report the theft to the Federal Trade Commission at identitytheft.gov or 877-438-4338. You should also report it to the relevant creditors or banks, cancel the accounts or cards that were affected, and place a fraud alert on your credit reports so that lenders know to check extra carefully before approving any application. Yes, getting your identity hacked can be an extremely stressful experience. Fortunately, though, while the problem may feel really large at first, the steps to deal with it and to manage your stress are actually very small. At Thrive, we believe in microsteps, which are small, science-backed actions you can start taking immediately to build habits that significantly improve your life. So one in-the-moment microstep to practice if your identity gets hacked and your anxiety spikes is simply to remember to breathe. We tend to hold our breath when we're tense, which only increases our stress. Just tuning into your breath for a moment can bring you more calm. Second, try to rid yourself of any shame you might feel about the situation. You're not alone. 1 in 15 people were victims of identity theft in 2019. And lastly, be proactive with managing stress. When we're overstressed and we don't have strategies to deal with that stress, we become prone to impulsive decision-making, which could lead you to click those links in a phishing email or accidentally share personal information to someone over the phone. When you've prioritized your well-being, you're well-rested, calmer, and you'll be more likely to stop and think, is this too good to be true? Or is this strange? And then not make the risky choice that could lead to identity fraud.